the reason they put it back for another 2 years because all the rugby players around the world went, nah, I'll wait. I'll play the World Cup and then maybe I'll play for your silly R360.
Yeah, I mean, the highlight of the year was it the Broncos for you? Was it your beloved Broncos?
This should be the last time we experimented with a New Zealand coach. Although I like Joe Schmidt.
DSPN, the Devlin Sports Podcast Network, is proudly brought to you by Novus Glass. If you're travelling around the country this summer to a local or an international sporting event and you get a chip or crack in your windscreen, and it can happen, as soon as you notice it, Novus it. Windscreen repair or replacement is easy with Novus Glass. 68 branches around the country. So just call or drop into your local branch direct. Whether it's a cracked windscreen from a rogue cricket ball or a chip from a rogue stone on the road, get it sorted with Novus Glass. Notice it, Novus it.
Welcome to the DSPN.
Team New Zealand's in trouble.
Goal! He's done it again, Ricky Herbert.
The Devlin Sports Podcast Network.
DSPN, just a week to go till Christmas, and our good mate Greg Martin, this is it. This is holiday time for you today. They let you off the radio halfway through. They give you a few weeks off. You go, I'll start again. DSPN, and as we head into Christmas, we've got 1 week to go on the podcast, but our good mate Marto, Greg Martin, Triple M breakfast host, former Wallaby out of Brisbane. They let you go early, give you a few weeks off. Off you go to the island. So you'll be a busy boy today. Last day at work, mate.
I've got to collect all my fishing gear and... Oh, there's so many things you got to do before you go on holidays to an island for 4 or 5 weeks. There's food. There was a very large alcohol bill of which I had to confront myself and go, do I need 2 full shopping trolleys full of alcohol? And then
It is 5 weeks, it's a long time.
5 weeks and I'm with my wife the whole time, so alcohol is essential.
Yeah, plus also you get visitors popping in, and do you still have the odd mate who's, oh, look, I was going to pop the bottle. I never got time.
That's why the alcohol bill was so big, because I know my mates, and that is a complete yes. That time of year, mate, to make everybody happy is such a difficult thing, but we try hard, don't we? Merry Christmas to you too.
Merry Christmas to you too. I've got a list of questions before we bail out on
Have you?
year. Yes, I have. And I want to start, before we get into the rugby, with your best and worst radio moments. And these are my nominations coming back this side at you. I call it the wooden spoon incident, where you took the world's 2 biggest wooden spoons and you tried to present them to the Gold Coast Titans, and you carried them all the way from Brisbane, and you carried them all the way out of the car park, which is miles, and they didn't let you in the ground. I mean, come on.
Okay, well, the Des Hasler one, I put in a hotel at the top of Caxton Street. I donated to them, so he actually won the wooden spoon. The Wayne Bennett one that I've got, the thing's 8 foot tall, okay, with Wayne Bennett's head on a wooden spoon. I'm taking that over to Moreton Island. I'm going to get a huge extension ladder and put it up a tree, and people just go, those things that you see in nature, and you go, how did that get there?
Yeah.
I enjoy putting it up there. So that wasn't the worst moment when I wasn't allowed into the stadium after driving 120 kilometres to get there. The best moment was when I dressed up as a priest and a man married a car earlier this year.
That's what I do remember.
I think that's what propelled us to number 1, and that says a lot more about breakfast radio than anything else. That's what appealed to people.
The giveaway with the bachelor's handbag, which, if you don't know, people, is when you go into the supermarket, you get the rotisserie chicken, a bachelor. I mean, because it is the ham. And somehow you had a competition where cold cans of beer were inserted into the chicken. And at that stage, I thought radio has reached its zenith to me. It doesn't.
That's right. Well, let's not forget, only of the 5 finalists, there was 4 of them had cans of Coke up the clacker of a roast chicken, but only 1 had the can of beer.
He wins.
The funniest thing was not one of the men wanted to take the chicken home with them. And the prize was a carton of beer. And that was it. And we still had we had hundreds of people wanting to get involved. I don't know. People's lives must be very shallow and meaningless if they turn up.
Well, you're giving away great prizes. I thought that the Origin tickets where the son had to get his mother to swear on radio, that's genius as well. To take mum to Origin, she's got to embarrass herself on national radio.
Oh, I forgot that one.
Queensland State Radio, yeah.
Yeah. Some people go, must be a hell job, hey? And I go, mate, my other job is a carpenter. I walk around on roofs in 35-degree heat. What do you reckon might be more fun? Radio? Yes.
Best moment of the year, rugby-wise, for you? What? I think I know what you're going to say, but you tell me.
Whoa. How would you know? Oh, all right. It was Wallabies beating South Africa in Johannesburg.
Yeah.
The worst moment was the Wallabies losing to the All Blacks, Argentina, Italy, France. Stop me at any stage. But that's what they do. They've done it ever since I've been talking to you. They lift our hopes and then they just pull the rug. They think it's a joke. They just pull the carpet from us and go, yeah, shove your hope up your clacker, mate.
Well, we look back at the year with disappointment because of the losses as well, but it's a different kind of disappointment. But looking ahead to 2026, what is on the horizon? You've got a World Cup a year after that. You still got time to get it right, do you believe?
Well, when we get rid of New Zealand coach Joe Schmidt, I think he's like Robbie Deans and Dave Rennie. Whenever we employ a Kiwi to coach our national team, you do know the story of the Trojan Horse, where they wheel the present horse in, and then everyone pops out, all the soldiers pop out and attack them in the middle of the night. This should be the last time we experiment with a New Zealand coach. Although I like Joe Schmidt.
I like him a lot, yeah. He's a great coach.
I know. Well, he's handed over to a great fella, Les Kiss. So, Les short for lesbian, Kiss, of course. So he's a very popular name with the LGBTQ plus association.
Yeah.
Mate, there's sprouts. There's always sprouts of green, but there ain't any rivers of gold. And that's our problem. We're short of players, mate. I don't want to get serious on a day like today, but we're short of class. All our players have buggered off overseas. You guys run the All Black factory, of course. It's a building somewhere in New Zealand, and you just say, we need a second row. Right, there's one. We don't have that factory here. And now all those, if we ever did have a factory, they're all going to rugby league. And that's why rugby league's never been more popular in our country, maybe in your country as well. Whereas rugby, we seem to be getting we're getting the dregs, if you understand what I'm saying. We're getting the dregs of rugby league are playing rugby, whereas over where you are, it's the other way around. So,
well, you got R360 collapsing, so maybe there might be a few names that we're expecting to cash in on that might all of a sudden need to play Super Rugby.
Well, the reason they put it back for another 2 years because all the rugby players around the world went, I'll wait, I'll play the World Cup, and then maybe I'll play for your silly R360. We'll see. It's something new, it's something different. We'll wait until after the World Cup because the World Cup, of course, Australia Rugby has actually got money now. You know how broke we were only a year ago. The Lions tour, all those guzzling pommies, they've provided us with money. The World Cup will top it up. So our game will have money, so we can maybe hang on to a few rugby league players. Like Marky Mark coming back to rugby. So he might actually play properly next year. So there's hope. There's a little bit of hope. So I think we've forgotten the notion where, it's terrible. Don't let players go overseas. And if you go overseas, you can never play again. If we can fix that and grab those players who are overseas, yes, Aussie rugby has hope.
All right. Before we get into your wish list finally for 2026, I mean, the highlight of the year, was it the Broncos for you? Was it your beloved Broncos?
Yes, it was. It was the Broncos and the first two Ashes tests in the last few weeks. Of course. Cricket's enormous over here, if you didn't realise. It is the sport. Rugby used to be the sport that galvanised Australia and brought us all together. Now it's cricket because we actually beat people at cricket, so it makes it very popular. It's been wonderful. As you know, you guys were a free colony established by by England. We were a prison colony, so we were just taking all the shit sacks of their society, and that's what is the basis of Australia. So we have had a chip on our shoulder forever. So I would say, number one, beating them so far in the Ashes, and we'll continue to do so. Number two is the Broncos winning the grand final because it makes everybody in Brisbane feel good. And the third one was Brisbane Lions. So I know that means nothing to you, but winning the AFL for a non-AFL state to do that and we hate Victorians a fair bit. We hate we hate everybody.
Yeah, you got a good hate on.
But to win their competition 2 years in a row, it's been pretty good. The people of Brisbane feel really good about themselves. So I'm sure you're glad about that. It's 34 degrees today too.
You were at the Gabba and for that second test. So they get wasted in 2 days, wasted in 3.5 days. They can't catch, they can't bat, their bowling's wayward. And Brendan McCullum, who's never had an actual job in his life, he's just been a professional sports person. His idea is, I know. Let's go to Noosa on holiday for a week because we practiced too hard. Yeah, obviously you practiced too hard because you dropped every single catch that came your way. You can't bat and bowl, mate. Oh, when is it going to be called out as the fraud it is? This English cricket team is an absolute laughing stock.
All right. It's. I saw a guy describe it this morning as the Nick Kyrgios of sport.
There you go.
Kyrgios was built up. He goes, I'm an entertainer. I'm just messing around and having fun. Because then, if you say we're trying to entertain, we're trying to have fun,
then you don't have to
fail,
win. Yeah.
No accountability.
There you go.
So, and that's where England cricket is right now. They're more interested in the tattoos than they are in runs.
They are.
Actually, Baz has got to go, I think. That's the call from all. How many English journos do you reckon there are in Australia at the moment?
About 10,000.
Bugger off, Baz, and let's get back to playing Test cricket. So, sorry. No, what would he do? Is it too late to start his plumbing apprenticeship, or what does Baz do
He's got
now?
enough racehorses. He's fine. Don't worry about him, mate. He's all right. So let's finish on your wish list for 2026. Give me something that you just hope. And don't say the Bledisloe Cup again, mate, because, you say that every year. Okay, yeah.
Because I'm commercially obligated with our radio station, Triple M, with the Dolphins to win the NRL.
There we go.
I'm laughing. The Reds to actually perform well and Les Kiss to take over from the Reds to the Wallabies and we start. Mate, just winning anything, winning any rugby test matches is my wish for next year, because otherwise, as a former Wallaby, everyone goes, oh, the Wallabies are shit, and you're trying to say to them, well, they weren't that bad when I was playing. It's got nothing to do with me, but you're always attached to the stigma. So I need the Wallabies to go good to have some validation in my life. We
appreciate you enormously. We love your bits. Every time you come on the program, it's just excellent for us. So have a super safe Christmas and New Year, mate. Do all the things that you need to be doing, and we'll catch up in the 2-6.
Yes, everyone, eat too much, drink too much, make love too much, sometimes to your wife. I love you all.
See you, Marto.
See you, mate.
Big thanks from the Devlin Sports Podcast team to the Novus Glass team for sponsoring this episode of DSPN. Novus Glass loves backing Kiwis and supporting New Zealand. In fact, every Novus Glass job helps plant native trees. And so far, they've donated over 20,000 native trees. So if your windscreen gets chipped or cracked, it's your chance to make a difference and back the team doing good in New Zealand. Just call your local Novus Glass branch direct. Notice it, Novus it.
DSPN.